Hello, hello. We are going to go over and go through my 2025 journal. This is a journal that I got from Happy Planner. I got it at the end of 24 on sale. So this, because it's imperfect, the pages don't line up on some of them. Now this is pretty dirty because it has been all sorts of places. I'm not going to go through every single page, but you know, we'll hit some highlights. I had put this, oh gosh, I kind of forgot I did this. I made this out of a really up here, it was really worn, but this is an inner office mail envelope. Yeah, I don't know. I had originally printed off just some random pictures that I was going to stick in here. I didn't get to some of them. Some of them I don't even know when they were done. I don't know if you can see them. This Tom and I were driving around Coeur d'Alene, which is a town kind of near us, and this is a motorcycle with a jet ski on it. We followed him for quite a while because I was just interested, and it ended up the people in front of him were filming him for something. This is just Tom and I in the house that we used to live at in the backyard, him just taking a nap. It was kind of cold, so we're both kind of bundled up, but we didn't want to be in the house. This is me feeding the neighbor's chickens. And this is a hot pot that we set up for the family to come over. It was so good. Oh my gosh. This one right here, this was taken on the side of the road. I had to have Tom pull over because I was having a conversation, I think probably with my brother about something. And we were in an area where I knew reception was going to be really crappy. So we pulled over. He got out, he went to this tree, and he started taking some of the sap off of the tree just because. This is a picture. So this is me, that's my brother, and that's Tom. We're at a shooting range. My brother, not last Christmas, the Christmas before, bought me probably something that I shouldn't be saying on the internet, but we were testing it on this particular day. It was a great day. I absolutely loved it. It was so fun. This kind of feels like it's doubled up. Oh, this was before the hot pot, a little charcuterie board that I put together. This is homemade jelly that Tom and I did. Our first homemade loaf of bread for the year that actually went really well with that. My little cute cookie jar, and it was not winter at all when we made this, but the cookie jar I think is adorable, so it just stays out, or at least in that house it stayed out all year round. And then I just took a screenshot of this and printed it. I have ability to stab. And I don't know why I took this picture. It's in a mug that I got in Oregon with a little bottle of Bailey's. Anyway, so those were supposed to go in here. I didn't actually write my name. I didn't do anything with this because I hate how it's, you know, kind of in there. This I actually really loved. So I created these in Excel, print them out, and just cut them. And then I did two different sections, one for personal, one for work. Like I've got, on the 5th, we did brisket day where Tom and I made brisket, and we had the entire crew up. And it was really fun. I won't go over that one. On the 20th, we went to Newport for vacation, so that's what that highlight is for. And then 24th through the 31st, I had the flu really bad. The 23rd is the day that I met Tom back in 2018. The 24th is unfortunately the day that my dad passed away, not in this year. We went on vacation. We had some fun with my brother. We had lunch with Jade, lunch with Hunter. We went on vacation. So, you know, you can see, you know, when I had someone on vacation on my team, when they were in some training, birthdays, the years of service so I could celebrate them, when I had to go over for Seattle, Jay's graduation, that was a great day. And then I didn't, when it got to kind of over here, I didn't do as great of a job of filling in some things. Like there were some times where I did some additional traveling that was not on here. This was a really big day. The day I had surgery. which also was my dad's birthday, my post-op appointment, which actually got moved, you know, some birthdays, G's 18th birthday, Tom's birthday, when Tom went to New Orleans. Oh gosh, the 22nd was a really interesting day. I had a kidney doctor, which gave me great news. Jade's birthday, and then my father-in-law passed away. But this I set up in my 2026 as well. That video actually probably comes out right before this one. I may flip-flop them. No, I will not, because I did mention in the other video I was going to show this later. So you'll see that set up right before this one. And then I'm going to carry this over into next year as well. A year in pixels, personal and work. As you can see, in July, I kind of stopped using this. Things in July got a little cuckoo, and I just stopped. So we're going to try it again. I love this washi. The washi's from Coffee Monster Co. Love it. Yeah, so this is going to carry over into 2026 as well. This one, 25 and 25. I am going to do a 26 and 26. Some of these got done, and I don't think there's actually 25 on here. Let's see, as I'm thinking about it, some of these we are going to mark off because, like, the big one that I wanted to do was Write a Will. That we just last week, actually, we went and signed it all. So it is completed. We're waiting for just everything to be, you know, signed off by the courts, and then that is all good, which is great, because then I feel like my family is going to be taken care of when something eventually happens to me. Anyway, so we baked bread, we made jam. I did not get back to doing Babbel. I really want to learn Spanish, and I signed up for Babbel. I used it for a little bit. Things got crazy. Didn't go back to it. That will be on my 26 and 26. I did visit Renee. Renee is my aunt in person. She is in a care facility, and I talked to her on the phone, but I actually wanted to lay eyes on her. So I did visit her. We had a great time. She actually came outside for the first time in forever, and I brought her Big Mac. She was a very happy woman. G's graduation. G to Tulane. Started going to the gym in June. We moved. I did not get to rearranging my office space in my office. We did not end up going bowling with my crew. We did do some game nights. I did not set up a grazing table, which I really still want to do. We tried a new restaurant. We did not do pizza outside. We did do movie night. We did go on a hike. We kind of got some weekend getaways in. Celebrated my 50th birthday. Travel, we wanted to go to Poulsbo and Winthrop. We did go to Grand Coulee. Those are in Washington State, the state that I live in. We did not make it to Canadian Tire, and we did not make it to Door Shack. You know, c'est la vie. We did a lot of fun stuff, though. This was really the one that I really wanted to make sure was done. I really want to make sure that the family, when my time comes, does not have to jump through a bunch of hoops. I want everything to be easy peasy and have it all done. I started to keep track of our family visits because I really liked when the boys came up, or we did lunch or whatever. Like February 23rd, we did hot pot with Hunter and Jade. My brother didn't come. The very last one that I wrote, the 22nd, we did Chef Shell dinner. The day before, Jade and G, along with Jade's friend, went to look at some bison, and then Jade, G, and Hunter did an all-night laser quest. I fell off filling out the rest because, much like here, things got a little crazy. You'll see that more in my journal as well. And then here, these are restaurants that we wanted to try. So we did go to Hudson's. We didn't try Hula Pot. We did try Little Euro. This was we're going to go back to and try it again. De Leon's we never made it to. Canola, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It was okay. City Limits. Oh, we did actually go there too. Kay's teriyaki, we did not enjoy. There are some others that I have to add into here. I was going to leave space for more, but, you know, life didn't get there. This was my kind of check it off before moving. So we lived in Pinehurst, Idaho. We moved to Spokane, Washington. I've had a house in Spokane for over, I don't know, close to 30 years. Though Tom and G lived in Pinehurst, so basically I spent the last 5 to 6 years there. Anyway, that's another story. So, like, I had a checklist of things that I wanted to go through. Go through old clothes, go through the kitchen, get rid of any unused stuff, pack up the daily dishes, and then later the remaining stuff. Tom has a collection of tractors, like toy tractors. So we had to pack those up, the fridge magnets, packing up G's room, Tom's room, his side, then my side, the deep freezer, the porch closet, like cleaning when the time came of things that we wanted to get rid of. And then I wrote the day that we turned in the keys. We had to do some work in Spokane before we could even think about moving. Like I had a whole bunch of stuff just kind of stacked in the basement that I had to go through. So I had like my side and Jade's side. We had to go through those. That took multiple kind of trips. We did, you know, like a quick cleanup of the bathroom, kitchen, and the living room. We bought a new fridge. We had to replace the basement window. Then we did a deep clean of a bunch of things. The upstairs bedroom where we moved G, I had another bed because I did kind of use the house, like when the weather in Pinehurst got really crappy, I would just stay in Spokane because it was safer. We set up a pantry downstairs. We have not purchased a stand-up freezer. We haven't changed the light in the hallway yet. We did get a different shower hose. We had a couple cameras at this house that we canceled. We had to put in, didn't have to, but we did put in a little garage door. Oh, and actually this one just got done. We put in the big garage door. We don't have power to the garage yet. We haven't done the siding, and we haven't done the front walkway, but the house did get painted and I love it. So I probably will have something similar to this of like things that I want to get done. Actually, it might be in my, 26 of 26, like the front walkway and the garage siding and the garage power, that kind of thing. This too kind of fell off. Car maintenance. Yeah. This really fell off. I started reading a bunch of books. I would put down when I started them, not when I finished, but if it was finished, kind of what I thought about it. A for audio. Book Fun is an app I had on my phone, Nookbook, that kind of thing. I need to put this into my 26 as well, but we'll get there. So then I started the monthly pages, and I started, excuse me, by having, excuse me again, January. I hand did that. I didn't like the way it came out the first time, so I cut out a new piece and did over it. You can get excited about the future. The past won't mind. I loved that quote. And then here was just, some miscellaneous things that I wanted to get done in January. And I have this cute little sticker from Sweet Kawaii Design, Hello January, and then some washi tape from Coffee Monster Co. Then we get into things that I wanted to track on a monthly basis. I wanted to track my treadmill usage. I have a temperature blanket that I started in 2023 that I have not finished yet. And then I really wanted to track my babble. As you can see, I did 3 days in January of my blanket, and that was it. I did not use the treadmill at all. I wanted to start tracking my blood pressure. Yeah, and then I'm not going to go through each of the pages, but as you can see, some days I wrote a lot. Some days I didn't. Sometimes I put in stickers. Some days I didn't. And then I had a feelings page. I was going through a lot of feelings. I wanted a place to kind of put them. And they're not all bad. They're not all good. Like I put lucky, overwhelmed, pissed off, fortunate, and scared. It's a handful of different feelings, and they're all different. I want support. I feel like I didn't have a voice. I was trapped. I was stuck in a place. WTF. I felt like I had no say. Like, but also grateful, loved, cared for, and important. Thankful and happy, frustrated, burnt out. Lots of big feelings. Lots of big feelings. I think this only carried on for a couple months, and then I didn't do it anymore. So lots of writing, and then sometimes there's typed out. More typed out because I would get behind, and you know, stuff just happened. So then we have February. This was 7 years of Tom and I being together, and again I just had some, you know, stuff that I wanted to get done, and we still did treadmill, blanket, babble, blood pressure, and then feelings. They are the same kind of feelings basically that were on the other page. Here I started to just kind of do some collaging just because I wanted to, and I really love the cow. And then, you know, still combination of writing and typing. Oh gosh. And then March. This one was really fun. I had this random washi, and it's actually not even space. It's underwater, but I thought, well, it kind of looks like it could be space, so I just did that. Back to stuff, back to my feelings, and it's still a combination of, yep, blank. I did work on it one day, blank. Not doing real great on blood pressure. I then did some, you know, a Dutch door, and we're still at the combination of, you know, writing and whatnot. Here, this is from Hubman and Chub Girl. Stuff and feelings again. And then I don't remember what I was going to do here, but I was going to do something. See, bull honky. Yeah. This year was a tough year. And then this page, this is probably one of my absolute favorite pages. My boys is what I call them. So my brother, my two nephews, they went on a cruise. We were originally supposed to go on a vacation together. We had some things happen in the family, and that just didn't happen. So they went on an Alaskan cruise. I'm so proud of them. They completely stepped out of their comfort zone. And I just put in a little spread for that because I was so excited for them. May, that was our moving month. Oh my gosh. These are from Hubman and Chub Girl. So I just put down some big things that are there. And again, we're back to some writing. More writing and some typing. More typing. Oh my gosh. And then June, again, Hubman and Chub Girl. A little bit of everything. July, my 50th birthday month. We being Jade and I started going to the gym in June, and I started keeping track of some of those days because our goal really is Monday through Friday after work to go, and obviously things happen. This day was fun. We had a barbecue cook-off between, it was Tom and I versus my oldest nephew. Best day. This also was a great day. Obviously, it was my birthday, but we went to drive-in movie theater, all of us together. It was wonderful. So here's when I started to kind of, I don't know what's written on here, so I'm just going to kind of cover some of it up, where it kind of started to change how I was setting up. So now I have specific days. So this is a whole week on 2 pages. I did some deco. I did have like a, you know, this week of what was going on, and I kind of liked it. So I kept doing it. A bigger checklist. These are some really old stickers from Sweet Quiet Design that I've had stashed forever. This, I love this one. As you can see, some of it didn't get filled in, but I love how this one turned out. Oh, this started our road trip to New Orleans. So after this, there's not a whole lot that is left. That is kind of in here. I love how this one turned out. I think this was the first one that I tried, you know, to use some of my own handwriting. We had a 2-week trip. Jade's birthday, my aunt's birthday, my brother's birthday. And then I set this up to document how our trip went. Well, as you can see, I haven't gone back to it yet. Now I do have, nope. I kind of have listed out kind of how our travels went, and I want to go back and put some highlights in here, but you know, c'est la vie, that is time. I did another Dutch door in here. I did a different setup, doing some different decor. This is also from Hudman and Chub Girl. I think this one's cute. This one I did an experiment on. This is a week, actually, that I did document. And then note to self, keep going. Progress takes time. Be patient. Breathe. One thing at a time. It was a real rough first half of the year. And then I started playing around with some different layouts. Actually, this one I loved. These are stickers from Sarah Lynn Arts. And I cut out around some of these. These are more stickers from Sarah Lynn Arts. I think these are also from Sarah Lynn Arts. You can see it's starting to get a little sketchy. Then we have October. These stickers are from Journal Say. We went on a vacation, and as you'll see, there's not a whole lot going on in here. Oh, I tried something new here by putting in some tabs for the month, which I really enjoyed. I didn't try it again, but I did enjoy that. This one is cute. November, I love how this one came out. Again, some hand lettering. I love the different colors. And then again, things cuckoo cuckoo. December. I really like December too. That one is really cute. And I really want to go back and fill in December, because this was the last time I really touched this thing. These are stickers from, I actually don't remember where they're from. This washi is from Coffee Monster Co. though. And this washi is from Sweet Kawaii Design. I've had it forever. Then I left myself some blank. And then the very last entry in here is a holiday bingo, which I did a video on. So I did just recently update one thing, hang stockings. I did that. So we have put up our tree. I have read 100 pages of a book. I sent out holiday cards. I did make a holiday treat. I have to make more tomorrow. We went to a little indoor farmer's market, and we did go out and see Christmas lights. I'm hoping, oh, and actually I'm almost done doing December Planmas. I am set, come hell or high water, to have 31 videos in the month of December come out. It is tough. It is really tough, but this one is going to happen. And technically, I'm going to have 33 videos come out in a row, because December 1st I have a collab and December 2nd I have a collab. So that is my flip through of my journal for 2025. Now I do have other things that I've used in 2025, like I had my Hobonichi cousin. That was a combination of work and personal. That this year is going to change. I will probably do a complete lineup of 2026, because I am going to make some changes. I'm going to throw in a couple new things, because, you know, who doesn't like a challenge of trying to keep up on things? But there we go. Thank you very much for watching. If you would please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye-bye.